Good evening. Welcome to the FDUcast. You've got the crew back on this momentous day, a very special day, a day that I'm very happy. But you're with your boys, Alex, Reggie, Jurgen Klopp, and Yoni. How are we?
Yeah, good mate, good. How are you?
Can't believe
Over the
Jurgen
moon.
Klopp's left Liverpool to do podcasts.
Over the moon. Over the moon. It's the
It's
best day of my life.
a pretty good day. Pretty good day.
It's a fantastic day. It's big news, probably the biggest news that the Premier League's seen in a while. What are our initial thoughts? Reggie, as the resident Liverpool fan, I'm going to throw it over to you. How did you feel when the news dropped, when they released that video? And how have you felt in the, 4 days since?
I'm over it. I think we should talk about Xavi leaving Barcelona.
Arguably more of a devastating decision if you're anyone that's a fan of any club that's not Barca.
No, I don't know. I'm not too shocked because he stayed longer than he planned on it. He said once his original contract was expiring, he was done. So got to kind of keep him at arm's length after that. There's not been any rumors of him signing another extension. So yeah, the end was coming close. It's pretty emotional though. He got Liverpool back to a point where we're a little less memeable to compared to the days under Roy Hodgson and Kevin Keegan, etc. Even when we were signing players like Jay Spearing and John Joe Shelby, all of a sudden, yeah.
Hopefully now you can actually win the title
Balotelli.
again, you know?
Yeah.
One league title in 9 years? That's like what? Even I mean, technically, I'd say Claudio Ranieri's done a better job, technically speaking. You know, like he took a worse team to the title. Klopp's up there with Pellegrini as a good coach. Well done, Klopp.
Yes, but how many Champions Leagues did those two win? Pellegrini got sacked by City because he could win the league, but not the Champions League.
Fair enough. Can't even joke about that.
And we might win a couple more Premier Leagues after these 115 charges go through.
We'll see. I mean, even we might win a couple.
Yeah. United in
all is at the wheel.
Let's go.
Yeah, Ole and Klopp's legacy will be no FFP charges.
Yes. Yeah, but then you have to admit Brendan Rodgers won your first trophy in a long time for Premier League.
That's fine.
Yeah, and he done an amazing job with Sterling at right wing back.
I hope that never happens, only because giving Stevie G a title would just undeserving.
We'll get on to Stevie G later. Don't worry. Jurgen, Jesse, your reactions to the Klopp news?
Pretty big news.
We can see you're devastated by your face.
Yes.
Did you know you were going to retire?
I did. I knew 20 million years ago when I.
The problem is he just hasn't had his daily hug yet, and that's why he looks like that.
Yes. Yes. Very agree.
He hasn't gone to veneers yet. That's why. That's veneers.
But no, big news. And pretty arguably going to be one of the biggest news stories of the year. Just not really much going on in football at the moment. Where to now for Klopp, because the Germany job is pretty safe in Nagelsmann's hands at the moment.
Until he goes skateboarding.
He'll take a year off anyway, won't he? So
yeah, well, he wants time off, and look, from all his comments, he doesn't seem really convinced that he might come out of retirement. Like I'm saying he's retired. I'll wait to be proven wrong, but I can't imagine he'll go back to Germany and do anything besides coach the national team. Maybe the only club I could see enticing him would be one of the two Spanish teams, but even then, that'd be a big ask, and I doubt he would do it.
As the German fan here,
would
you see him running it back to Dortmund?
Nah, God knows. No.
I was under the impression he's not put a time frame on his vacation, because he's just going to wait until that job comes available.
Well,
what is the job though?
Well, he did say, will you ever work as a manager again? And he said, I would say now, no. But it's all based on how he feels, because he's never had this situation where he's not had a job, like a management job. He's been doing football since 1987. So yeah, he took over Liverpool after he left Dortmund almost in the same year. Mainz, he took over the management of that the day he retired from the club. So for 1987 to 2024, like that's a pretty long run. And like he said himself, he doesn't know if he's going to coach again. He doesn't know if he's going to go anywhere else. And he's also said, he wants to live his life while he still can, because he doesn't want to be too old to have a normal life. So,
Totally valid.
Klopp's going to have his statue.
Surely,
I think so.
I think he's part of the reason they came back to being decent.
It should be like a statue of
Rich,
him
what do
towering
you
over like 3 players, and he's just like hugging them. So it'll be like him over like
Um,
Salah,
Got it,
Yeah,
Salah,
like
Van
Van
Dijk.
Dijk,
Jesus.
and Allison. Yeah, and it's just like
Yeah.
Nah,
I
Van
like how you guys
Dijk,
were careful
Van.
not to mention Mane or like Firmino because
I know, but I'm thinking more like the spine.
I was gonna say
Yeah,
Van
that's-
Dijk, Salah, and Origi because Origi had that really good goal.
What about Henderson for all of his integrity and ability?
I
Uh,
mean, he's a better
so-
captain than Stevie G ever was.
Do you mean Ajax legend Henderson, who has the most shirts sold
Yes.
in their history?
Pretty sure
Yeah,
they're
that's
on
weird.
sale for like 20
He's
euros
probably
each, but
sold
that's a
more
different
like
story.
40% off.
more jerseys at Ajax than he has at Liverpool. I'm pretty sure.
Probably. Well, Reg, what do you reckon? Do you reckon the Klopp statue, a Klopp statue?
No, they're gonna rename it the Jurgen Klopp.
What is with like English teams and having something that's so weirdly similar to like the club that they're from? Like Arsene Wenger. I swear
yeah.
I thought they named Arsenal after him when I was younger.
Yeah,
Like you
we
got
all
the
did.
Klopp.
We all did.
Yeah, you got the Klopp. I'm sure there's kids going, oh, they named it after Jurgen Klopp. Like fuck
Does
me.
United have anything?
Yeah, they got Fergie time.
That's just facts, mate.
Not since VAR, mate.
Not since how we're retired.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe we have something for Howard. But
Yoni, they should rename the VAR room after United. Yoni, do you have anything that, as like we're the resident United fans, I'm wearing on this special occasion, do you have anything that you'd like to say about Jurgen the Kloppinator?
good riddance. That's it. Too overrated
Yeah.
in the No, obviously it's very good. I mean, at the end of the day, he came up against a dynasty. Alex Ferguson built a dynasty. That's the difference between these two managers. And yeah, goodbye.
Easy to build a dynasty when you have like the most money in the league. See Pep, for instance.
Yeah.
Well, United
Sir Alex didn't have to
earned all
compete
that money,
against
though.
oil
That's
money.
the difference.
We didn't have to. We didn't have to do it with 115 charges, but that's besides the point.
Yeah.
That's because
I'll
made those rules after you guys.
We set the precedent. Now, look, honestly, like you got to give credit to Klopp. He because when you think about it, it's actually quite a long time that Liverpool were the meme, as Reggie said. With the Rodgers era, the Hodgson, even Dalglish to an extent, you're getting plays. Like your record signing at one point was Andy Carroll. Now your record signing is Darwin Nunez, who's improvement. But
Best player 10-10.
That's just a fancy version of him, isn't it?
Carroll.
Yeah.
No, but like they went from plays like Carroll spearing Shelby to Van Dijk, Allison, Mane, Salah. So I was nervous when they got him. I thought there's no way they're going to make Liverpool good again. And lo and behold, he made Liverpool like very good. We can joke about maybe only having the one league title won, but I mean, 2 occasions he got like 98 points and just fell short to 100 points City side. That's, arguably the best team that we've seen. Also probably the most corrupt, but different story. So you got to give Klopp credit, and he's built something massive for Liverpool. So yeah.
And now it's going to crash down.
Can't wait till he fucks off, and hope he takes Salah with him. Fucking both of them. 7 to my ass.
Oh, by the way, Salah's back now because Egypt's out. So
yeah,
but
he was
until
already in
Saudi Arabia in
Liverpool.
the summer.
yeah, no, but he was already
Well, obviously, it's our initial reactions. Yeah, it is quite shocking. At the end of the day, it's a big deal. Especially after 9 years, he was the most tenured manager. Now, I believe the most tenured manager is Pep. But with that being said, what is it going to mean for Liverpool? Are they going to drop off significant? Like, are we talking a Sir Alex Ferguson, Man United level drop off, or just a slight drop off? And who replaces him?
no drop off, mate.
They also
Thank
lost their. Didn't they also
The
lose
whole-
their director of
backroom
football.
staff.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
So,
and we've also got a few players like I think maybe Van Dijk. I know Trent.
Yeah, I mean their contract's running out, but they'll probably
Yeah.
resign. But like Salah is probably, even though his contract, I don't think it runs out yet. But there's for the last year and a half or a year, there's been all the rumors about going to Saudi. Like they're probably going to cash in on that as well at the end of this season.
Yeah, but as a player, you don't want to sign on to something when you don't know what the plan is going forward.
Yeah.
Well, then who do we think is going to replace Klopp?
There's only one name, mate. We all know who it is.
Steven Gerrard.
Stevie G. It's got to be.
Jordan
He can do
Henderson
it.
said he's retired at the end of the season. Endo coming back. No,
I
it's
think,
gonna be a lot.
Enrique personally.
It's gonna be Alonso. It's a given.
I think it's cute how Fox Sports try to like push this story that maybe Ange is going to jump ship from Tottenham to Liverpool. It's like no, no, mate.
They're not looking.
He would be nice, but
his playing style would suit Liverpool and the team that they have.
Yeah,
The same personality as Klopp too.
Yeah, but yeah, he's not going to jump ship.
Are we
no,
all
I think
in
a lot of the
agreement,
noise is Xavi.
Yeah.
Is there any other option besides Xabi Alonso in case he does deny or go somewhere else?
I think do that with Tuchel. He'll be available soon.
Yeah, the other Xavi.
Yeah.
He's not doing anything.
That's
Stevie
true.
G.
Stevie G. It's crazy
Right.
how like 4 years ago Steven Gerrard was touted as the Klopp successor.
Well, because he
And now-
extended Rangers
And he's
same
English.
time as
Yeah, when there was that acquisition from Celtic, yeah.
No, but Klopp extended at the same time, and they both extended to the same year. So the whole rumor, and I think they came out with like 2 weeks of each other. So the whole thing was also
Cute.
DVG is going to take over Liverpool. Klopp's going to retire in 2023 or whatever it was. And then obviously Gerrard went to Aston Villa. It's fucked up.
Look
Went
at
to
the team he
Saudi.
built. They're so good.
Yeah, it was Dennis needed a good manager.
This is Gerrard's team.
Maybe he should be a
That
sporting
was the-
director.
Honestly, he should be a head of recruitment. Maybe that's all they should do. Go Liverpool, be a head of recruitment. Do we think that Liverpool will not be a title challenging side or a Champions League side?
Oh, they'll stay title challenging. But I honestly think the same thing as the last 5 years is going to be the case, where there's Man City and then there's everyone else until Pep leaves. So it doesn't even matter like if Liverpool get Xavi Alonso, if they get anyone else, whatever. It's
Klopp
still
was
Man
the
City's
one
league.
guy who
Yeah, you
went
say
neck
that,
neck
and
with
yet
Pep.
they've won one league in the last
Yeah, but
9
I'm saying if you look at the
years
points,
because of Man City. So that's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter until Pep goes anyway. Like, so they're going to be challenging or they'll be top 4, but it doesn't matter.
I think it'll be interesting to see because it's really going to be dependent on the management and also how they deal with the fact that a lot of the better players are aging. Like Van Dijk's 32, Salah 31, Alisson's 31, Robertson's 29. Like they've got Liverpool is coming up to a time period where they're going to have to do some major like restructuring and re-signing because those players aren't going to be up there.
They've been doing
2
that
seasons.
with the front three and with the midfield as well. I'd say but the back
backline's
line
next. Backline will
is
be
like
next then.
really a struggle.
The midfield, I don't know about that.
Well, they just got Szoboszlai, McAllister, Endo, and they're probably going to try to get another
And
CDM.
they've also loaned their Bellingham to Madrid.
So age-wise, they're fine. And they might look to improve upon them, but age-wise, they're okay. Like, and they're the ones that are playing this
Jones
season.
and Harvey Elliott are quite young as well.
Endo's 30 years old. I wouldn't really put him there.
Yeah, but he's the oldest one there. And as I said, they're also going to be looking for a CDM. Like, it's pretty clear.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they're not in a good position that way.
They're only coming first with this midfield at the moment.
Oh, I don't know what the table is like, man. I don't follow Premier League.
Playing without a defensive mid most of the season.
Yeah.
Play McAllister in there. Yeah, no, I think, well, on that note, what does this mean for the rest of the season? Are we...
Oh, mate,
Is it going to galvanize him to the title?
Mate, Trent's going to cry every day and he's going to fucking somehow become a good defender and they're going to win the title.
Let's not get too carried away.
As long as they don't win the quad, it's fake quad because it's not the Champions League, but
yeah. They're not
in the Europa League. No, that's what Yoni's saying.
Yeah, it's not a real quad. It's like
No, it's not.
quad from Wish.
Well,
But I'm a little annoyed with it because there's going to be so much media around it for the rest of the season.
Yeah,
Seems
just
like a
terrible
distraction.
timing. Yeah,
because they're already talking about how FSG played a part in tiring him out. So we're just going to be hearing that for 6 months, which is annoying.
is there any truth to that, Reg? Do you think like that it was FSG kind of wearing him down?
No, I think they wear everyone down.
I don't think.
American owners, you guys can relate.
nah, love him.
I don't. I
How
don't
was it
think.
good though? You got LeBron James and shit.
LeBron James.
I think it's like I think he's just genuinely tired. I mean, like he's been doing professional football since like what
As you said, 36, 37 years.
1987. That's when he started his career.
Yeah,
Like fuck, or none of us were born in
I
1987.
was. Thank you.
Okay,
Oh, hang on.
so most of us were born in 1987. That's a long time ago. So, fucking like, of course he's tired. Of course he just wants to fucking live in Germany and actually not live in a shithole for starters, and enjoy his life.
50 times a year, he has to run up to the crowd and throw air punches. That's tiring.
Yeah, and he just wants to hug his kids for once, not 23 players.
Imagine his kids grow up with like a complex, like dad never hugged us. Like
I know, and they see it on TV. They see it on TV when he runs and hugs them.
It's just crazy.
And of course, like, he just, he's got a lot of money. He just wants to spend it.
Yeah, you can't blame him for being burnt out. But I mean, I think it could galvanise them to the title. Maybe that's just me. I think it could generally galvanise them. They responded this morning with the 5-0 in the FA Cup. And I just can't see why Liverpool don't go and potentially like not just do it for Klopp, because they were kind of like already almost doing it anyway. But then the Klopp thing kind of gives it like that extra bit of factor.
Yeah,
it's a shame he didn't do it like a year ago, because I reckon it would have been beneficial for Germany with the Euros being in Germany. That if he quit a year ago and then he actually decided to coach them, like coming into the Euros.
Not even Klopp could fix Germany at the moment.
Yeah,
Fucking,
yeah, it's true.
Now
Also, I have to say it was 5-2, not 5-0.
He's doing it again, but on a national stage.
I don't support Germany.
Yes, you do. They're your second team after Australia. Don't kid yourself.
I mean, it's literally like supporting Bayern. So
no, it's not. But there's barely any Bayern players in it anymore.
That's actually true.
Bayern
have like 2 Germans.
Yeah, we're all French now, mate.
Oh, and Kane. It was all French
English
and Kane.
and English.
French, Kane, and Neuer.
And Neuer.
Dyer.
That's literally it.
Yeah. So no one that can speak English.
Yeah.
Well, look, we can. I guess we can debate as to what the implications for the rest of the season will be, because we just truly don't know. But look, we'll go down memory.
One thing I heard just about Klopp is like people reckon he'll win manager of the season pretty much regardless of what Liverpool does, because it'll be like we love Klopp, he's leaving,
No, because when Ange wins the title,
well deserved.
When Ange wins the title, he'll win manager of the season. So,
Ange is not winning the title in my FM save, nor in real life.
If Ange won the title, they would still find a way to criticize him for the way he plays defensively. They're like, they got really lucky to got there. Other teams
anti-football.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's Australian way, isn't it?
Mate, we'll go down memory lane, because we can talk about what it means and how it's going to impact the team, but we truly don't know. But it's obviously definitely food for thought, because it's going to be massive news now and going on in the next few years, just to see how Liverpool respond. But want to go down a little bit of memory lane just to sort of look back, because it's a big legacy for Klopp, massive for the club. Want to ask you guys, like obviously both inside perspective with Reggie, then the outside perspective with the rest of us, who do we think was Klopp's best signing?
Sadio Mane.
So you said Sane and Mane, and I
said Sadio Sane.
Are you talking about Mane?
Mane was my favourite player for the longest time under Klopp, so
really good at scouting the youth too.
Bit of a waker since he left, though. Fucking hell.
But I still
get over it.
I don't think Mane was as important as the other two.
I don't know.
Mane was kind of like.
I think Firmino was more important than Mane overall.
Mane was the first one where you start to take Liverpool seriously.
Yeah, because it was like making moves saying like, "Oh, we're not signing these dregs from other clubs anymore."
Look, I'm going to go with the Virgil van Dijk, because I think like they needed him in the back. And like, it doesn't matter who else you would have got. I don't reckon any other player that was out throughout the last 6 years, they couldn't have got anyone to do what he's done for them. Whether I think he's the best in the world or not, doesn't matter. But he was essential for that.
Yeah. Followed by the Allison signing, because we hadn't had a reliant goalkeeper since
Allison was,
I don't know,
right?
Karius's first 3 months.
Van Dijk in the Jan, and then Allison in the like summer transfer window. Yeah.
Yes.
Are we only talking about Liverpool signings?
Yep.
Well, yeah. This is about
Lewandowski at Dortmund.
We're not talking about Dortmund.
No, I was going to say Kagawa, but all right. It's probably.
He's not dead. We're not doing his whole career. He's not dead yet.
It fucking might as well be, all right. Did he sign Origi?
I think
No, because Reggie was a Rodgers signing.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, because Origi was like part of Klopp's first 11, I think. That's actually another thing. I don't know if you guys.
Oh yeah, he signed in
Klopp's first.
Signed in 2014. Oh, that's cool. Because he had that. He probably had the best.
He was one of the. He was bought with the Suarez money.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
One of my favorite signings was Fabinho.
Yes,
because that come out of nowhere. It was almost like overnight. There was no rumors or nothing, and then he was very important to us. The same way Fernandinho was to City. Just that.
I like how tenacious he's been, Klopp, in regards to getting players from the RB group, and finally, it looks like one of them is working out. So
I'm gonna go against the grain. I reckon Andy Robertson.
I like it for the price.
And he was very important those two, like the 2 successful years to him.
I think like as honest with like you look at every other position, Salah's had off moments. Trent Alexander has had off moments.
When was Salah's off moments? I just want to know. Is that the season he only scored 30?
Year before.
Yeah, last year, the season
when the whole team has an off moment. Though.
Yeah. Except for Robertson, he's always good.
Robertson had some dry runs as well, where he just wasn't that great.
Robertson for the price though, 8 mil, to like turn into what was probably the best left back in the world for about 3 or 4 years.
Wait, can I say, Salah last season, 30 goals in 51 games. The season before that, 31 goals in 51 games. The season before that, 31 goals in 51 games. The season before that, 23 and 48. So last season was just up to par. It's just that everyone else was shit.
Seems like he declined. Didn't progress.
Terrible stats.
I remember we signed Andy Robertson, and I flipped my lid. They're like, this person has just been relegated with Hull, and we're signing.
I was hoping he's your Harry Maguire.
Yeah.
We got the wrong Hull.
Or the relegatee.
I'll concur with Yoni. I'm going to go with the Big Virgin. I just think that's what really made you guys take that next step, because beforehand you scored a lot but couldn't defend to fucking save your life. He then goes and just transforms your entire team. Never gets dribbled past. Second in the Ballon d'Or when you won the Champions League, best defender in the world over the last 5-6 years. It's hard to sort of overstate the impact. Next, of course, Alisson as well. And of course, I mentioned to Salah just for what he's done because he's a proper if he stays, he's got every right of being the all-time leading goal scorer. So it's possible to say Salah. And also do like Reggie's shout for Mane, because I remember the first, and this is a segue into the next thing I was going to mention, was like his best moment for Liverpool, because I almost want to go, and I was overseas when this game started. It was Klopp's first full season with Liverpool after he signed Mane and shit. You beat Arsenal like 4-1 or something, or you just rolled Arsenal over at the Emirates. And Mane fucking ran circles around them, and I thought, okay, Klopp's arrived. And that was when I realized that Liverpool are actually going to be like a force to be reckoned with. And I was shitting myself. I remember watching that, like I was in Lebanon and watching that, and I was like, holy crap, this is not good.
Did they get the Premier League in Lebanon?
Yes.
Oh. Never been, so I wouldn't know.
I've got the Arab commentary too. Hello.
I just want to change my answer. Best signing was definitely Arthur Melo. Last season.
You suck.
Completely derailed their entire season just by being there.
And then to back up the United boys with how crucial Van Dijk was, Pickford killed him, and it essentially cost us the league. So
Legit.
The one good thing Pickford's ever done.
Fucking
I don't
love.
know. Relegation Pickford is a goalkeeper.
Yes.
He's a goat keeper. That's what he is.
Yeah.
Also, big
Well,
shout
yeah.
out to all of Liverpool's ex-Bayern players that pretty much made them as good as they are today.
Oh yeah, Thiago's really
Thiago, Shaqiri, Gravenberch.
Thiago
Oh.
plays as much as Ben Simmons, man.
Yeah, isn't he the
Thiago
best
Simmons?
basketballer of all time?
Sure, why not?
No, mate.
I've heard otherwise.
I've got the Klopp's first proper game as like his best moment alongside the Champions League. Oh, actually, no, sorry, alongside the comeback against Barca. I think those two stand out the most to me, just for representing what Klopp did and what he was for Liverpool. But Reg, the Liverpool fan, if you want to think about what maybe your best moment or what Klopp's best moment for the club was.
I can't think of like singular moments because there's a lot. I think that whole phase of what he was calling heavy metal football was exciting. Made like Liverpool good to watch again, even though we weren't bringing in silverware just yet. And yeah, that Champions League run with the weird moments against Barca and all sorts that just made you think, yeah,
I still
maybe
blame
we can
Dembele
do
for
something.
that, by the way. It was all Dembele's fault.
I'm too busy
It's all
playing
Dembele's
PlayStation.
fault. My favorite Liverpool win was Liverpool 7, Man United 0. Right after Man United had won the Carabao Cup and were acting like they were top dogs, and Klopp went and humiliated the fuck out of them. Never forget. Also Barca, that's got to be up there too.
I hate you,
Yoni,
Jesse.
if you want to just quickly move on from that, Yoni.
I don't have a favorite Klopp moment. The one, the one where he actually leaves the team. That's my favorite.
Not you, but like what? Just
That announcement from 2 days ago.
Objectively speaking, be
No,
objective. Come on.
definitely my favorite.
I said objective, you donkey.
I am objective.
That's wicked.
That's enough. That's
But
your
it-
side.
His favorite moment is when
My
Real
favorite moment
Madrid.
is when he hugged one of his players. There you go.
What about when he tore his hamstring celebrating the win against Tottenham?
His favorite moment
was
was
pretty good.
when Karius got fucking concussed
Concuss.
against Real Madrid. That was his favorite.
Nah.
Oh,
the-
no.
They kept
When
it on.
When we
Sergio Ramos
celebrated the
physically
draw against
manhandled
Watford.
Salah.
What about his
We
reaction when he got
celebrated
that
from the
when
Kop.
Lallana got that winner against Norwich, and he broke his glasses? That was pretty
Yeah,
funny.
and his jaw's like.
Was that pre-Vinny's Klopp?
It was cool. Like there was like that bit of I don't know, a bit of a moment with Liverpool where all of a sudden everyone had really nice teeth under Klopp. Like Firmino had like brand new teeth overnight.
I mean, they were shiny.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just think someone
You know
rocked
who
up.
he looks like? Firmino? Leanne
lesbian?
Summers, or whatever her name is. You know, the soccer player. I'm sure
Which one?
Leanne Summers? Leanne Sanderson.
What's that?
Quickly Google it. She's always on Talk Sports and this and that. And Firmino looks like her, especially when they both smile.
Oh my god.
Especially with the mohawk as well.
Yeah.
That's wicked.
Oh, that's good.
Yes.
That's good. Oh, that's mad. Alrighty, well, we'll park it there for the Klopp talk because I'm don't like Liverpool. But as I said, crazy news, big news, and yeah, it's like I said, it's going to cause a lot of shockwaves across football. But I didn't initially want to talk about this, but given that it's breaking news and we did sort of allude to it earlier, Xavi, not Xavi, Xavi, Jesse,
Xavi?
has
Who?
announced he's gonna be leaving Barcelona at the end of the season following another defeat in the Copa del Rey. They're just finding ways to fuck everything up that they do.
It was against Villarreal in the league.
In the league, sorry, but they lost in the
Yeah.
Copa del Rey earlier.
Yeah, they did.
Didn't they?
Yeah.
They did, yes. So I got my losses mixed up. They're taking too many.
It was
yeah.
3-3 up in they were winning, and then
It was 3-2 in the 80th minute.
Yeah,
yeah,
they just shit. Yeah,
and then it was 5-3.
Just
It was 4-3 in the 90th minute.
You know who I blame for it? Dembele.
Dembele.
He doesn't even play for them anymore.
Exactly, because
Yeah,
his
it's his fault.
wages stuffed up their entire club structure.
Well, that does
Or-
continue.
I thought it was
Oh,
Messi.
Do we blame? Oh, it's all the above. Do we blame Xavi for Barca's failings this season? I mean, if you call them failings,
I don't know. Look, I personally wouldn't, mainly because number one, they won the league last season, and then it's not like this board is really like able to do anything in the transfer market to get stronger. Like, look at like Madrid got Bellingham. Like, who did they get this season? Like, who did Barca honestly bring in? I couldn't even tell you one player that like.
Cancelo, Joao Felix.
Again, Cancelo, Felix,
so
Inigo Martinez.
Wait.
Vitor Roque.
They got a 33-year-old. They got Joao Felix, who was amazing last season, wasn't he, at Chelsea or the last 3 years?
He's been great this season.
Mate, he's still not a goal scorer. He's not amazing. Like, I don't care what anyone
He doesn't need
says.
to be a goal
Not
scorer.
amazing.
He's a winger.
That's what Lewandowski. That's
Okay, here's my
what
question
Lewandowski's
to
for.
you.
Arguably one of the best
Wait.
goal scorers in the world.
Yeah,
And
at
why
like
isn't he?
36, 37 years old.
That's
Here's my question right now.
That's the board's fault.
If any one of you in all of your teams, would you take those three or would you take Bellingham?
Obviously.
Bellingham.
Yeah, but
There you
that's different. What do you?
No, but there you go. That's why
You asked me if I would take Salah versus
they
bloody.
take players on a free because they can't actually pay for players.
I think it's more so their transfer policy is a bit all over the place because they bought all those guys
Because they're shit, and that's not Xavi's
and then
fault.
they don't replace Busquets, so their midfield's a bit out of whack. Pedri can't get on the field. Gabi's dead.
So it sounds like I'm correct. Awesome.
No, I'm not saying you're wrong. You're just
Yeah, I think
on
Xavi,
the way to your point. You're a bit how you going, but we got
They've signed under Xavi, whatever the fuck his name is. They've signed so many players, right? Lewandowski, Koundé, Rafinha, Christensen, Bellerin, Marcus Alonso.
Can I say
Kessie?
How many of them are good though?
But none of them are world class at their prime, except for Lewandowski, who was also the 36 at the time.
I'd say Koundé was at his prime. He's 25.
He's never amazing.
Yes, he was.
Well,
No,
Koundé's
look at
is getting out of position. That's the problem.
Look at Sevilla since he left.
Sevilla.
Fuck! I can't pronounce words, guys.
If you notice a trend here is like
Sevilla.
Madrid signed a player from not Spain, and all the scraps that Barcelona have signed have fallen short and taken a massive payday, and that just restricts them financially even more.
Barca is the new Man United, pretty much.
I think Xavi threw himself under the bus to take attention away from his players because it seems like the players were still behind him.
I think the issue is last year he was carried by ter Stegen being one of the best goalkeepers in the world. Like on an individual season, he had one of the best seasons a goalkeeper ever had.
And Madrid didn't have Bellingham.
Madrid's not even first on the table. Madrid's not even first on the table, so doesn't even, I think they are actually. But they're losing to they're just behind in front of Girona.
Yeah, but they have Bellingham.
Girona.
No.
Isn't it Girona?
Anyway, but the point is, like, Bellingham is a world-class player, but like no one thought he was going to do what he's doing for Madrid. So like it's an invalid argument.
I think it's just
I would say the Madrid.
I think it's more so it's more so when you compare.
They didn't pay that much money for him.
$100+ million.
That's not a lot of money in this day and age, mate.
Oh yeah, sure.
Darwin Núñez was 100 million. Mate,
Mr. Drifter. All right.
Núñez was 65 million plus add-ons. So at some point he'll be 100.
At this rate, he won't be achieving any of those add-ons.
Bellingham was 103 million, so he's not even close to the top signing of all time.
Okay, and which player has Barca signed over the last 2 years since Xavi's been there? That's 100 million plus.
Coutinho.
No, I said once Xavi's been there.
Well, Xavi was probably there when they signed Coutinho.
He was in Qatar with Tim Cahill. No, I think like if you compare the transfers, like the players that they've signed, like Madrid are getting guys like Alaba, who was performing before his ACL, even Rudiger on a free, Bellingham, Fran Garcia. Obviously, last season they got Camavinga, and before last season they got Camavinga. Last season they got Tchouaméni. this season. Bellingham.
Uni Juniors become like better than Neymar.
Yes, and Endrick just joined the club. Like also, they've just signed the Brazil's front three for the next like 15 years. Barcelona, as Reggie said, getting Spanish scraps or Spanish or Portuguese. Like the only signing of recent that's actually been probably performing for Barca has been Cancelo.
But you got to remember though, Madrid doesn't have much to work on at the moment. Bellingham, and Tchouaméni last season were the big two signings. That was it. That's all they signed. They didn't sign other players. They didn't have to rebuild a team. Barca was rebuilding a team.
But they've also got Valverde and Camavinga and
Barca,
Modric and Kroos are on the way
Barca
out.
also rebuilding a team because they, like in the past 5, 6, 7 years, they've just signed all these fucking random players and destroyed their entire squad. So they're trying to make up for it.
But the team that they're building was meant to be based on what Xavi wanted.
Yeah.
So that's on him. If he can't get the results of the players that he wanted, like that's like Ten Hag. He can't get the results of the players he wanted. So it's on him. It's not.
I used to blame the United board for spending 100 million on it.
That's
the same way I'm gonna. Blame
but you should blame Ten Hag for that because Ten Hag pushed for it. That's the thing is that.
But if you have a better board that's stronger, they would say no. That's fact.
But that's you guys got Ten Hag because you gave him that control. So you didn't have Ten Hag without that control that you gave him.
How is that talking about Ten Hag?
But no, I'm just saying the similarities they're similar. Like it's all on the manager for pushing for those players. Xavi wanted those players. He got those players, and now he can't perform with those players.
You're right.
Like Klopp signs whoever he wants, and those players perform. So that's on Klopp. If they don't perform, it's on Klopp.
Xavi won a league with these players, though.
Off the back of ter Stegen and Lewandowski. Lewandowski was scoring goals.
They scored 70 goals in the season, in the league. So
Lewandowski was scoring goals. What's he doing this season?
Look, one thing I'll say is that Barca were making those random weird ass signings before Xavi. Like I think it was before Xavi came in when they lasted a bit. They had Ronald Koeman. That's when they just randomly signed Depay. They obviously had to let Messi go. Then had Serginho Dest there for some reason.
Then they went back and forth on Frankie De Jong being a centre back or a sweeper or a CDM.
But that's once again that's on Xavi because he doesn't know what to do with him. He doesn't want to use him in his right position. So
they also don't have a CDM. They don't have a Busquets replacement. They kind of want De Jong to be that, which he's not. But
I thought it was meant to be. Was it Pedri that they wanted to do that? Because Pedri's pretty good at tackling, isn't he? That's the one. Or is it Gavi? Oh, I'm thinking of Gavi.
Gavi also is not a Busquets because he's a fucking little rat cunt.
Yeah, they're both little and run all day.
Yeah.
Like a Busquets has to play like Busquets, which I mean,
right now. They need Rodri.
If he's lucky, Xavi at some point will be as good as Kobe Mainoo.
They should have signed Calvin Phillips.
Hey, he's available.
No, he's not.
I don't know.
He was.
Well, then who do Barca get?
Xavi Alonso.
Luis Enrique. It's not.
We're talking about coaches, not players.
Actually, yeah, they could use a Alonso as a player.
Or Xavi can just play again.
Who would be their manager? That's the thing. Like, because
Tuchel.
I hear Mourinho's free.
Actually, Tuchel was fucking, in the press. Oh, I've always wanted to coach in Spain.
He's pretty much holding his thumb out like a hitchhiker.
Literally, mate, we sacked our best manager, for the future for you. You can't, and now you fucking go, oh, Spain, come get me. I hope he goes to Barca, and I hope he gets sacked after 2 games.
I hope he doesn't because it's funny.
Because Tuchel's known for falling out with the board when they piss him off, and I can't imagine him dealing with Barca's board who want to kill himself.
Bayern's board is already pissed at him, so
they hired him. They can't do anything.
Yeah, I mean they got rid of.
They make their own bed. You sleep in it.
No, the people that hired him got sacked by the board too.
Yeah, that's right.
Because they're trying to punch each other.
Yeah.
that's
Christ.
Angry Germans.
That's its own issue. No, I don't know. Well, I don't know. I'll blame Xavi for part of the problems, but also a lot of it's. And they've also had a lot of injuries as well in their defense.
Yeah, I mean, ter Stegen is injured at the moment too.
Not having ter Stegen's actually fucked them.
Man went to Turkey, got a hair transplant.
You say that, and then hasn't Madrid lost Courtois, and they're fine.
Yeah, but it's almost like they have decent players.
They've got Jude Bellingham.
Yes, that's the thing.
His goal, his attack.
Madrid like were never getting carried. Madrid actually have like a good team, whereas Barca was like they did win the league last season, but it was down to like 3 players like playing out of their minds for him. Lewandowski for about half of it, Ter Stegen, and then I think Arojo had a good season.
Oh, De Jong had a great season actually when you consider everything. He played like third most minutes, I think, for Barca or something like that.
Well, yeah, and now look like, but then Barca lose like the goalkeeper and a couple of other players, and they're having to just do more random La Masia regions just to try and like fill the team. Whereas Madrid can obviously Madrid can weather the storm. It's like, oh no, Vinicius Junior's injured. Oh, we'll just play freaking Brahim Diaz there. Like, fuck off. Stop being so good.
They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 injuries at the moment.
Who?
Barca.
Yes.
Also, you guys gaslit me into thinking Madrid was winning La Liga at the moment. They're not. They're second on the table.
But
I just checked.
They got a game in hand.
Yeah, but the fucking gaslights.
They'll win that game in hand.
Until La Liga intervenes and puts them back on top.
Yeah. Well, that 3-1.
It's no longer about goal difference. It's about who scored the most. Fucking
Hey
League. I was like, where's that from? I think Barca do hit. No, sorry, La Liga do head to head for theirs, which is really weird.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know where I was going with this, but
no, it's all good. Yeah, it's all good. Maybe just
oh, they want to sign Mbappe, Real Madrid. Sorry, side topic. They want to sign Mbappe, right? And then the deal that they're talking about is ridiculous. Like, you know, all the press rumors and all that. But then, oh mate, Perez is crying. Oh, I can't afford to compete with Premier League clubs. Mate, don't sign Mbappe then. You keep your money, fucking idiot.
That's just come from Perez, considering like the top 10 transfers are all like to Madrid.
Not drawn to Barca, mate.
Sorry, at one point it was all Madrid. Now it's all Barca. Yeah, it's them two. Kind of running it for everyone. Well, speaking of transfers, just like as like a last little topic, it's been a fucking dead January, hopeless January. Do we think anything's gonna happen?
Yeah,
the only thing that's happened is Calvin Phillips, and now Rakitic to Saudi.
Bayern signed a right back,
Sacha Bowie.
Yeah, who likes anime, so they did a one piece meme. I thought that was pretty funny. I don't know what it means, but apparently he's good. Don't know, haven't seen him play. So yeah.
At least you get a right back.
Oh, aren't you getting Eric Dyer as well?
Sorry?
Aren't you getting Eric Dyer as well?
We did. He played. He's played 2 games. He started the other day. Was pretty good. Was actually pretty decent.
Stop lying.
No,
Stop gaslighting yourself.
Well, I guess that just proves that someone who can't get a game in the Premier League can dominate in Germany.
Yeah, and someone who dominates in Germany dominates even more in the Premier League. Haaland.
Yeah, you know, like Kagawa's done really well.
De Bruyne, he did really well in Premier League, even better than what he was doing in the Bundesliga. Haaland, even better than what he was doing in the Bundesliga.
Yeah, but that's different. They got 100.
Matip was a pretty average player in Germany, but you know he won a Champions League and a Premier League title with Liverpool.
Yeah, he's not even playing at the moment.
Yeah, not anymore because he's old. Canate, he's apparently one of your best defenders.
What about Keita? He was a gun, wasn't he? Yeah, he did really well.
Timo Werner, superstar.
We reserved the number right from Stevie G to give to Keita.
Havertz, mate, best left back in the competition.
The only thing I will say, the other person that's positive has obviously been Heung-min Son.
Owen Hargreaves.
I won't diss Owen Hargreaves.
Jadon Sancho also moved to Dortmund. That's kind of big news.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Marcus. We don't talk about Jason. So.
Ian Maston.
Yeah, Maston. He's doing fucking nothing at Chelsea.
He's at Dortmund now, you dickhead, and he's doing really well.
Yeah, because he wasn't doing nothing at Chelsea, so they sent him to Dortmund.
I'm gonna say Marcus Leonardo from.
Are you just naming random players now, trying to prove a point and failing?
This guy's Google up.
No, I was gonna say a really talented Brazilian striker signed for Benfica, and he's been performing really well. So maybe don't cut me off next time.
Who?
Thanks, Marcus Leonardo.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Marcus Leonardo.
Oh, he's a wonder kid, isn't he?
Yeah,
Marcus
from
Rashford.
Football Manager.
Yeah.
He's signed for Benfica and he's already scored 2 goals.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Benfica.
Wow, 2 goals.
Darwin Nunez, good
Marcus
goal.
Rashford did that in one game.
Mate, they paid 25 million for him for 2 goals. You paid how much for Anthony to score 1 goal against the 4th division club?
Yeah,
Anthony already has like 9 goals overall. Actually, thank you.
That's not
Wow.
impressive. He's not a flex. Please do not say that.
Wow, that's almost 10 million per goal.
Well, one of them is against Barcelona.
Well, okay. So
Wow.
Benfica paid.
Xavi should get sacked for that.
Benfica paid 25 million for this bloke, and then in 6 months' time, Chelsea will pay 130 million. So you heard it.
Or Liverpool
Here
pay
we go.
100 million. So
No, Chelsea will do it. Here we go.
Tottenham also signed some centre back. I'm not even going to try to pronounce his
Jaggerson.
name. Thank you.
Did you see that clip of him and Richarlison doing resistance band workouts together?
No.
Richarlison freaked out how strong this guy is.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, Richarlison falls over at a soft breeze, so
That's true. That is true. Speaking of falling over a soft breeze, I just want to quick touch on because we got Yoni here. Marcus Rashford.
Mate, I'm sick.
Clubbing.
Sick,
yeah.
Sick.
I saw the photo of him with the club. The girl he was with, she was not worth it because she was a 6 at best.
I thought he was back with his missus though, which is weird. But
no, you know when he's back with his missus because he'll be
scoring on all fronts.
And you want to have a dumb orange haircut.
Oh my god! But anyway, he from my understanding, right? So he said he was going to go out. They were like, yeah, sure. He went out, and then they still were meant to have another day off, but he went out the second day as well. And after that, he didn't rock up to the training.
Yes, and also he went out in Belfast, which
both
for
times,
those who
who
don't know geography, Belfast is on a different
country.
island and different country. Well, same country technically. That's its own issue, but it's a different island. There's water in between Belfast and
same
Manchester.
kingdom, different country.
Thanks for explaining what an island is.
Look, all that really matters is there's 2 things that have come out of Belfast that have been really good. Number 1, it's where they built the Titanic. Number 2, George Best. There you go.
It's also done by Rashford, considering didn't he get trouble for drinking after the Manchester derby?
Well, he went out for his birthday, and everyone fucking freaked out about it.
Everyone went to bat for him because they said footballers have a life. And
I stand by that. I stand by
on his birthday. It's fine.
It's your birthday. Like, look, I know it's a
no. But the stupid thing is to have booked something at that point because you're playing the game that day. You could have easily celebrated my birthday the day before, the day after, 1,000 times. You know, he could have done the same.
Okay.
Because the next day has training and all that, man. So why not do it after a game when you don't have any responsibilities for this?
Yeah, but whether he's allowed to do it or not is like he cops a lot of flack for.
And you know what? If
City.
you're gonna do it the day of the game, like after the game, let your manager know first.
Well, also,
surely you're gonna think, I'm gonna pull my head in for the next month so I don't get in trouble again.
It's dumb to do it now, given that there's a lot of heat already with the Sancho situation. And there's always like just this heat on United in general. And to say, oh, I'm sick, but like you got photographed clubbing. Like you can't just pull the sicky card when you're you.
Hungover.
Yeah.
Like, well, not even that, you can't pretend you can't do a sicky when there's definitely gonna be photos and videos of you out clubbing.
Did you see the post-match conference where I said this only happens to Man United and to Erik ten Hag, where the journalists
asking 3 questions in a row?
They're asking, it was like 6, 7 questions in a row but why is Rashford not here? Well, he's ill. I'll deal with it later. Okay, but is this a bad example what Rashford's doing? I said it already. I'll deal with it like internally. And they just 5, 6, 7 times, and it's such a joke. It wouldn't happen to any. Like, can you imagine them asking Pep about that 6 times? Pep would just literally tell them to fuck off. You know, like it's done. Move along.
I think we've got to sell him, Rashford, at this point. Like, it's a bit rash, of a rash decision.
Well, I mean, they're saying, you know, if Mbappe goes to Madrid, then PSG might still want Rashford.
Well, good riddance, because I've lost my patience with him. I've lost my patience.
It's the haircut.
It's a lot of things. It's the doesn't pass the ball to Højlund.
Why can't we just have a winger that passes the ball?
How do we end up on United to talk.
Because you
Again.
brought it up.
I've genuinely
Not you.
forgotten.
Alex actually asked about it, you muppet.
I've
Yeah, I did
genuinely
say,
forgotten
I'm
how
not-
he ended up here.
I said I
I've
wasn't
got
sure
breaking
Rashford.
news. I've got
Oh,
breaking
breaking.
news.
Oh, for once.
This is before Romano, mate. This is how big breaking this is. You can even
We'll see about that.
fact
We'll
check
see.
this.
Mate,
We'll
you
see about
better
that.
start talking before Romano actually.
I'll bring
Tottenham.
Instagram up right now.
Tottenham are coming to Melbourne
Oh, yeah.
next year.
Oh, nice.
This year, sorry.
Wonder what the link is. Yeah.
I saw them last time they were in Melbourne.
Charlie Grant. She's a Matilda's player that plays for Tottenham's women's team, so they're going to bring the men's team over.
She's very attractive.
Yeah. Nice. Also, Ange is he's from Melbourne too, so I think that's probably the main reason.
Are they gonna play their game? Are they gonna verse Preston Lions or what are the
South
teams
Melbourne,
called?
mate, probably. They should do
Oh, yeah,
South
that's
Melbourne
right.
versus Tottenham
That's
at
right. Yeah.
at the MCG.
No, do it at South Melbourne.
What in 15,000?
Yeah, get
Oh, I'd
some.
rather-
It'll be May
Get some lucky after the
22nd.
game. Beautiful.
May-
Get some.
May
Get some
22nd,
souvlaki
just
after the
after.
Get secondhand smoke from all the Greek bubbles freaking on the side. Heaven.
It'd be May 22nd, just after their season finishes.
That's quick.
Yeah, so they'll head straight down here. 3 days after the last Premier League game, apparently. And this is coming from a very on top tier 1 Tottenham journalist. So
Yeah, the standard.
Dan Kilpatrick.
Yeah.
He's pretty on top of it.
He's in FM. He pops up in FM.
Yeah.
Anyway, it'll be nice. Maybe I'll come actually. I wanted to go somewhere around May time. I saw them last time they came when they played. I think it was them against Dortmund because it was
I think it was
Spurs,
them,
Dortmund, and Juventus. So I saw a couple of the games.
Yeah, in Sydney.
No, in Melbourne.
The last time they were here was in 2015.
In Melbourne.
Sydney.
I saw Spurs. No, well, Juve was also in Sydney. But Spurs, Dortmund, I'm sure I saw in Melbourne.
Yeah, that was before 2015, mate.
When was that?
I don't know, but before then.
Long time ago.
Spurs.
It doesn't matter because Spurs.
No, he wants to be right now, so he's gonna
Well,
tell
both
me.
of you.
Melbourne.
Oh my god, you're both like Ten Hag and Rashford, just fucking arguing over nothing. One of you's gonna have a sickie tomorrow.
I fucking wish, mate. I can't though.
Do it. Why not? It obviously works. Works for
Right.
a footballer earning 400 grand a week.
Fuck, well, I wish I earned 400 grand a week. Get lucky pricks.
Go play football then.
I could sit on the bench and do nothing.
Oh, no. So what it was,
Here we go.
I think it was.
When was it? When was it, Chief?
No. So it was actually 2016 when Juve and Spurs played, and then Tottenham. Oh, sorry, and then I think it was Dortmund against Juventus.
Yeah, right.
So where in Sydney or in
In
Melbourne?
Melbourne.
All the good
like
teams
they're
come to
all
Melbourne. You
gay.
came to Melbourne to watch this shit team. You saw it with me. It was cute. And we saw Jesse too. For
Every time there's a team, I try to go and watch them.
I might try and go to that. Just why not?
I want to
Premier
go
League club.
support Big Ange.
Have they said who's coming as well, or just Tottenham at this
No,
stage?
not
Just
yet.
Tottenham.
Harry Kane will probably be back for Tottenham.
So they'll verse Melbourne victory. We're gonna see images of Richarlison with a footy, and it's gonna be very disturbing.
Nah, because they've put in that rule. No sharing. The no
Oh
sharing rule.
yeah, I remember that.
They've got the no.
Because they
Yeah,
did it with United, and then everyone got sick of it.
right. Because
That's
they
the
had
best.
Rashford fucking at the because they invited all of them to a photo shoot with every like major sporting team in Melbourne except for the 2 soccer clubs. Like that makes
Yeah.
sense.
No,
They just
I know.
didn't invite Victory in City.
And I remember when Madrid came here and like I literally like these photos of Ronaldo kicking a footy. I'm like, what the hell is going on? This is the
I know,
weirdest
and everyone's
image
like,
of
"Oh,
all
look at
time."
Ronaldo go!" It's like, he can buy the entire AFL and pay all their contracts and still have money left over.
Yeah, I know.
Fucking shut up.
Oh god. Well, that's breaking
Listen.
news. You heard it here first, guys. Tottenham will be coming to Melbourne May 22. Is it a Friday? What is that?
Wednesday.
Fuck. Actually, no. They'll probably go to that. Cool. Awesome. Well, with that being said, guys, we will leave it there for the Kloppcast and the also somehow turning into the United cast again. But good to have everyone back. Do we have anything else we want to say before we call it?
Optus is going to be disappointed that they can no longer be called Optus.
I
That
didn't
is
know
true.
that was a thing.
It is a thing.
That's been a thing for ages.
Oh, speaking of this, apparently
Oh, what now?
the A-League and Paramount want to split it up. So
Yeah.
that contract will be up for tender soon.
They'll probably go to Optus, I reckon. You'd hope so.
Might get an extra 20 viewers a week.
Oh.
I'd probably, if it's an Optus, I might even watch a game or two.
Ooh. Heard it here first.
You could watch it for free on Channel 10 at the moment.
Yeah, but it's more about the convenience.
It is 10 play, it's pretty
Channel-
convenient.
is
You
Channel
just type
10
in
not convenient.
you just type in 10 play in and click on the
Nah,
link.
it's just not the same
Nah.
as Optus.
That's true.
I
Having
cannot
it
be
on Optus is
fucked
nice.
with those apps.
Yeah.
Okay, don't even need an app, but righto. Anything else? Any other
Jason,
A-League
you got something to say?
news you want to talk about?
No.
What?
You can talk. I don't know. You can rant about Australia. If you
Aaron
want for a
Kunda
second.
signed for Bayern Munich. I don't know if we've
Yeah.
ever spoken that.
I guess
No.
you know what we can discuss that's a bit more important than that. It's the
Graham Arnold is a shit manager and should be
well, I was
sacked.
gonna say the Asian Cup and Australia's in the quarterfinals.
We're versing either Saudi or South Korea, correct?
Yeah, if you look at the
Find out today,
scoreline,
right?
if you look at the scoreline from last night, you think, oh, Australia actually played well. Nah, Craig Goodwin came on in the 88th minute and made 2 goals instantly. And before that, we had 1 shot on target and scored 1 goal, and then they had an own
And
goal.
our goals are coming from our defensive midfielder.
Jackson
Yeah,
in line,
we're
mate.
getting knocked out next game. Don't
Yeah,
matter
we're
what it is.
versing Saudi or South Korea, mate. We got no chance.
Yeah, neither. Both of them are gonna
All
run us
these
over.
all these people like to me, South Korea doesn't look that good. Mate, they 100% fumbled the ball against Malaysia on purpose so they could finish second, avoid Japan, get to the final easier. Ooh, we got to play Saudi Arabia and Australia. Oh, that's easy. Playing Japan, that's an instant loss for them. Yeah. Anyway,
And if we
That's
verse
my
South
one rant.
Korea, we are screwed.
yeah. Mitch
Fully
Duke, he's
screwed.
not going to do anything against Kim.
Oh my god, Kim and J's gonna eat for breakfast. No,
So
I
is,
don't want to say that.
Is Huang playing yet?
I don't know.
Is it Huang
Yeah.
Yi-Chu, Huang
One of them
Yi-Chan?
is.
One of them is he's scoring.
What about Park?
Who?
Park.
One of them is.
If they win this, don't they get exempt from like military service, or is that only the World Cup?
I don't know.
I think that was just for
Son, did he?
No,
Son did
it's
his service.
any international because when they won the Olympics, was it? What have they won a few years ago?
It's definitely not
Son
the Olympics.
therefore was able to
No, but
skip
Son
the
did.
army.
No, Son
He
did
did like a
his
3
service.
months thing
Yeah,
or
but
something.
It
Because he
wasn't
chose to do it.
guaranteed because he was very worried about it for a while, even
Yeah.
though they had won.
Yeah.
Fight for your country, you pussy.
Mandatory service. If you don't like it,
Yeah, I'd like to see you go
be
to
born
Lebanon
there.
right now.
Aren't you?
Alex.
You're dodging the
We
mandatory
don't have
service,
mandatory
aren't you?
service. You
Aren't
do.
you?
You do, Mr. Israel. Go on. They need you right now. They're a bit busy. They're a bit preoccupied.
I'm not the. Please don't tell everyone I'm from Israel. But I'm not the one that said, "Oh, fight for your country." You are. You know.
Yeah, but I was born here, so
Yeah.
Alex
So
fights
I
for.
won't. I will never die for Australia. No chance. You fucking could
Alex
not
only
catch
fights
me.
for 3-0-0, mate.
I fight with my cousins. We'll leave
Alex
it
has
there,
been trying to end it for the last 40 minutes.
yeah.
guys.
His life?
And,
No.
and I'm about to at this rate. We'll leave it there. Fuck's sake. We'll leave it there, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you all soon. Have a good night. Take care. Fuck Graham Arnold.
Ciao, ciao.
Yeah.
Bye.